Hey everyone. All right, I have one of the first Hot Wheels premium car culture two-car sets to come out in 2022, and it is the Mustang RTR Spec 5 drift car set. Great looking cars. The one on the left is named 21 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5, and then the one on the right is named 20 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5. I believe they are the exact same casting, just a different name on the packaging. Now these come out in a case with two other sets. As you can see, the Mustangs here on the left. You also have Nismo themed Nissan Skyline GTRs and cool Union 76 themed Superbird and Plymouth Roadrunner. So look for my videos on those two sets, but today we're going to open up and check out the Mustang RTR Spec 5s. Now, true to form with these two-car premium sets, one of them is a brand new livery or deco, and the other is at least very similar, if not identical, to a prior release. The one on the left, that's named 21 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5, is a new deco. The one on the right, at least through the packaging, looks pretty close, if not identical, to the release that came out last year in 2021 in the Car Culture Slide Street set. So we will get these both opened up and check out the differences between the two castings to make sure they're the same, and then also check out to see if this version over here on the right is indeed the same as the Car Culture Slide Street release. So let's get into the details and get these opened up. Man, I'm telling you what, these two cars have the most intricate and detailed tampos I've ever seen, I think, on any Hot Wheels release to date. Just unbelievable how much color and and detail they get with all of the different sponsor decals. And not only are they, so close to the actual cars, it just really sets a new level. Now, yes, modern Hot Wheel production is not like it was, 20 years ago when you had a maximum of 4 colors, and the way it was applied compared to how they do it now is completely different. But just wanted to make a quick note that it's unbelievable. When you get these things out of the package, you can really see the level of detail that goes into these tampos. It's just fantastic work. Looks great. All right, let's get into the details, and we'll start off here on the left on the newest version in this pack, and it is named 21 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5 on the package. But I've looked over the castings really close. It's the same casting. There's no difference between the 21 and the 20. In fact, here's a quick little note. If you don't have these yet, or if you haven't looked that close, on the base of these cars, it says 18 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5. So kind of interesting because, the first release of this casting came out last year in the Slide Street Car Culture set, which was obviously in 2021. So the 2020 year model made sense. But it makes me wonder, and I don't know if there's any truth to this or not. Maybe some of you could, fill us in if you know. But it makes me wonder if this car was originally cast prior to COVID, and it was going to be a 2018, and then whether it was production issues or whatever, and they held off producing the car until 2021, kind of post-COVID. That could be why it says 2018 on the base. I'm not sure, but nonetheless, 3 different ways to name this, kind of like the the GR Super that came out in the premium line for Fast and Furious. It was like 3 different ways to name that one too. Anyway, so the one on the left is the 21, as I said, and it is finished in we'll call the base color black. It's got so many colors here, it's hard to know what the base color is, but we'll call it black. And it looks like the quarter panel back here in the rear is purple, like a dark purple, and then too many different colors of tampos and whatnot to mention here. But other than all of the detailed tampos, it does have detailed headlights, grille, detailed taillights as well. Interior is gray. It has clear windows. Wheels are white, Real Rider 5-spoke mag. And you have a satin black metal Thailand base. All right, that brings us to the 20 Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5, which you know, looks a whole lot like the release that came out in Car Culture Slide Street. And so I have that car here. I've looked these over very, very closely, which was not easy because the you've got to look at so many different decals, you know, and tampos to see if there's any differences. And there is one, and it's subtle, but it's there. Obviously, you know, date codes are going to be different, and they're not that different though. That's one thing that to note is that on the Slide Street car it's P30, and you have a P50 on the 2-car set. So they're not that far off. So that could make it tougher to tell in time. But the other difference is the color of the rear spoiler, and it's subtle, and you may not be able to tell here on camera, but on the original release, the spoiler is more neon green, and then on this release, it is more yellow. Again, it's really subtle. You have to have the cars next to each other to really tell, but that is the only difference. Otherwise, I cannot find a difference between these two cars other than the base codes. So anyway, the rest of the details are the same as that Slide Street release. You've got a black base color. Quarter panels are kind of this like dark metallic greenish gray, like steel graphite color. And then just, you know, more detailed decals than you can possibly count. You've got a blue 25 on the roof, fun haver on the hood and on the rear quarter panels. As I mentioned, a yellow rear spoiler, detailed headlights. You know, you've got a detailed yellow rimmed grille here, and you've got detailed taillights as well. The interior is gray. It has clear windows. Wheels are neon yellow Real Rider 10-spoke mag, and you have a satin black metal Thailand base. So there you have all the details on the Ford Mustang RTR Spec 5 Car Culture 2-car premium set. Great looking cars. Like I said, some of the most detailed decals and tampos that I've ever seen on a Hot Wheel to date. They look great. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Please hit like and subscribe, and tune in for lots more Hot Wheel database videos to come. Take care.